aspirational lightweight single sculls. You join us here for the start of racing on the Saturday, second day of Henley Women's Regatta 2019, the aspirational lightweight single sculls heats for the Fiona Dennis Trophy, race 111. Crossing the line first was Hoff of Oxford University Lightweight Rowing Club, and the second race down in this heats for the lightweight aspirational lightweight single scull sees Wedgwood of Surrey University just paddling away there to the finish. Competitor 162. Wedgwood of Surrey University has led pretty much from the start. Race 112 is underway. That is from Greenbank, S. Lewis on the Berkshire Station, and Fuller of Thames Rowing Club on the Buckinghamshire Station. You're looking at the closing stages of race 111 with Wedgwood of Surrey University just paddling down towards the finish through Upper Thames Rowing Club and across the front of Remenham Club and the Chairman's Enclosure, which is the finish line here on this 1500 metre course. Just passing commentary position now, it's Lewis of Greenbank has half a length lead over Fuller Thames Rowing Club. And there's a few cheers there for these scullers as they move through the public enclosures here. Down at Henley, Greenbank, Lewis, nearest to the bank, and Fuller of Thames. And it is Lewis of Greenbank that still maintains her lead just over a length. Top right of your screen sees the finish of the second of these races with Wedgwood of Surrey University crossing the line, and there you have Lewis of Greenbank. She's now got a couple of lengths lead, sculling away past the enclosures through the boating area. 1500 metre course, just about over halfway there for this aspirational lightweight single sculls. Lewis of Greenbank keeping an eye on her opponent, just knocking it along as she's moving now down towards Upper Thames and the closing stages of that race. And the last race in this quarter-finals is Slater of Wallingford Rowing Club on the Berkshire Station and Harwich of Cambridge University Women Boat Club on the Buckinghamshire Station. Sculler nearest to the camera, nearest to the bankside on the Berkshire Station. Slater has a lead as they come past our commentary position. She looks to have just about one length moving away nicely. The sculler from Wallingford got her nose in front at the top of the island, and she's just again in command out in front, keeping an eye on the Cambridge sculler Harris, and Harris has upped her rate, having a bit of a push here, trying to attack, and you can see Slater there responding. And the drone shot there showing the overhead view. The enclosures filling up nicely. Absolutely gorgeous day here yesterday. Promises to be another hot one today. Forecast 23 degrees. And that the last of the races, quarterfinals for the Academic Lightweight Single Sculls Championship Lightweight Single Sculls up next, with Holland of Oxford University Lightweight Women's Rowing Club and Perry of Thames Rowing Club. Perry on the Buckinghamshire station, and Holland nearest to the bank. They've moved away from the top of the island, heading now down through the car parking area. A little bit open there. There tends to be a wee bit of breeze that kicks across, and then the more enclosed area as they then clear the car parking area just by Remenham Church here and the Copus office buildings, and then the enclosures, which are filling up very nicely. But on the water, it's Slater of Wallingford, top right hand shot, sees her paddling now through towards the finish. And a close race this in the championship lightweight single sculls. Holland of Oxford trying to get back on terms with Perry. Umpire seems quite satisfied that they're on their right stations as these scullers come up towards the halfway spot. It's still a lead for Perry. Of Thames. Beautiful conditions here. Just a slight breeze, but you can see the flags there on the umpire's launch, really not disturbed by any sort of wind, as Perry of Thames Rowing Club gone through the halfway point now and is moving away down towards Upper Thames and the finish line. First heat of the championship lightweight single sculls. This for the Godfrey Row Sports Trophy, kindly sponsored by the Colgan Foundation. Second heat of the Championship Lightweight Singles Sculls. Pellerman on the Berkshire station, and Devro from Durham University is on the Buckinghamshire station. Pellerman of KRSG Belgium is nearest to us on the Berkshire station. And that's the shot you see bottom left on the screen. Top right, it is Perry of Thames Rowing Club, who's just winding down at the finish. And the Belgium sculler here rowing over. Competitor number 136 is Pellerman from KRSG Belgium, and Devro Durham University not appearing in this, the quarterfinal of the Championship Lightweight Singles Sculls. Championship Lightweight Singles Sculls is for the Godfrey Row Sports Trophy, kindly sponsored by the Colgan Foundation, and you're watching a drone shot here of the Belgium sculler rowing over the course, and she's reached just about the halfway spot. Yeah, I'm joined now by Tom Morgan, who's obviously had a lovely lie-in.
Morning, Martin.
As we've been down here slaving away, watching the rowing. Beautiful morning. We are midway through the Championship Lightweight Singles Sculls, Watts of Oxford University Lightweight Women's Rowing Club, and MacDonald of Edinburgh University, Thomas.
Yeah, Laura MacDonald's quite a well-known name on the lightweight circuit. She's raced at Henley Women's several times before, so she knows the course really well, and that's bearing out here. Looks like she's got a bit of an advantage approaching that quarter-mile mark.
The previous heat of this saw a row over for the sculler from Belgium.
Belgium, all right. I thought it was Argentina. I didn't look closely enough.
And as we are coming up to our commentary position, so we're about a third of the way down the course where we are, so they've had their little bit of a scrap going around the back of Temple Island. Few incidents there yesterday, Tom. I saw people getting sort of sucked in by the buoys or the narrow. I mean, the river there is no narrower, funnily enough, but it's just the psychological bit of having, I suppose, the island one side and then the buoys the other side can cause a few problems. But these are very experienced scullers as they pass us now.
You can tell they're lightweights. Rate jacked right up. But Laura looks like she's in control of this one, I have to say. Really fluid style. Catching the boat out front. There's no wasted energy at either end of the stroke, which is always good for a lightweight. But credit to Watts of Oxford. She's hanging on to her coattails here, not letting Laura get away to a margin that's sort of irretrievable.
There's a few little patches down this 1500 metre course where the wind does, if there is any wind, it does tend to sort of catch across, but it's been pretty calm so far. As I say, there's a couple of spots where you can just see the water bobbling, but conditions pretty perfect, really.
Yeah, absolutely. Really, really lovely. I don't know how they've managed to wangle the weather like this. It's been awful in London for the past 3 weeks. Absolutely grim. Sunshine and the still conditions have come out.
Well, they've got a window here, that's for sure, of gorgeous weather. Forecast tomorrow, dare I say, it's not great latter part of the day, but hopefully we'll be all done and dusted. I think the last race here tomorrow is 4 o'clock.
Yeah. You're
joining us for the second day of Henley Women's Regatta 2019. The sun's out. Tom's up, wide awake.
Okay, running down here, Martin, at 8 a.m. this morning.
Yeah, sure. And it's the fourth round now of... I saw you. That's an even bigger lie. The Bath University Macro and Oxford University Lightweight Women's Rowing Club C. O'Brien. Macro on the Berkshire station, O'Brien on the Buckinghamshire station. Championship Lightweight Single Sculls, the last of the quarterfinals.
There we go. Looks like a bit of a conversion into the middle of the course there between the two scullers. But it's Macro Bath who's definitely taken the early impetus here. Striding right out. She's already got, I mean, the camera angle can be deceiving, but actually that's a couple of lengths of clear water she's got already. And similarly fluid style to Laura in the previous quarter-final. Really catching the boat out front, moving it along. And eyes in the boat, which is always important in a single scull. You can only influence what's around you. I think one eye on Laura though up there in the top right hand side of your screen. Just sculling down the course. She's still maintained that lengths lead over her opponent from Oxford. And I think barring any late disasters, she's going to progress through. Is it the semi-finals after this, is it? Semi-finals? This is the quarter-final, so it must be, yeah.
Not normally follows, Tom. Yeah, you've been doing this long. Yeah, the way the programme cascades down is that they will race tomorrow morning in the semi-final, and then the final will be in the afternoon. So this is the last of the heats. Their semi-finals tomorrow will be 9:56 and 10 o'clock, and the final of this event will be at 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Next up, we've got the Aspirational Academic 8's quarter final. So those 8 boats will go through to a semi-final. I'm spelling this out for Tom, really. So, you know, you half it. There was 16 down to 8. Yeah, 8 down to 4.
Thanks.
4 down to 2.
Perfect.
And then there's a winner.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
Jolly good.
Oh, you've got to say, this isn't quite the same contest as it was in the last couple of heats. Macro of Bath, she's someone we should keep an eye on as this event progresses. She's now taking the rate right down, coming past the barrier, looking really relaxed.
Yeah, it's Perry of Thames, Pellerman of KRSG, MacDonald of Edinburgh University that go through to the semi-finals, and it looks very much as if, barring disaster here, Macro at the halfway point has a substantial lead in this, the championship lightweight single sculls. Waiting down at the start for the off, it's Birmingham University against Brooks in the aspirational academic 8s. They're just waiting for the off. Every time I see these drone shots, they're just stunning, aren't they?
They
Absolutely
really
stunning. And it's the 7th year, apparently. Well, the first regatta to get a drone, Henley Women's.
It was, wasn't it? Because I always thought the Royal pioneered it, but they didn't. It was the women's first, I remember.
It was indeed, yeah.
Yeah, it is incredible, and it really does. I think if you're watching it at home, it should attract you to come down and watch it from the bank, because it is a stunning day here. And that drone shot doing full justice to the Oxfordshire countryside.
Absolutely beautiful. Well, you walked down the towpath this morning, didn't you? There's quite a few people up and about.
Yeah, it is.
Already.
Busy.
Yeah, it is busy. And fantastic atmosphere, really, really good. All the little stalls there and shops and food outlets and I think there's a bar, somebody told me. Fancy that.
Even for me, that's
Yeah, so we're watching competitor 140, Macro of Bath University. She's gone past the halfway point, taking it very steady, conserving her energy for her semi-finals race tomorrow morning. 8s are on the start, getting lined up. Always a bit nervy, that. Don't matter how experienced you are. The start here at Henley is something quite special.
Especially in an 8-man boat, when it takes you so long to get that up to speed, but once you're moving, it's frantic and frenetic. But the noise and the surge and the rush that comes at the start of an 8's race is sort of unlike anything else in rowing. I was walking up here with India earlier, and I was saying she should really go up and watch the start for half an hour later on this afternoon, and just experience what it's like.
Yeah, get rid of her. No, send her. Yeah, by all means, send her up there. Okay, well, it looks like Brooks have got themselves detached at the start. We've got a camera on there, so Birmingham are on the near side on the Berkshire station. My hay fever kicks in again, and Brooks have come detached. Now I'm not sure what's happened. The stakeboat boy has run to the other end of the stakeboat. That's an interesting ploy, and it looks like they're resetting the stake boats. They adjust the stake boats. You can see there on the image, bottom left. So depending on the boat size, they will move the pontoon on the stake boat to line the boats up. So both of the bow balls should be in line. There's an aligner. When he's happy that they are level, the umpire will then take over. So we should get the full procedure here. You see Macro very steadily coming to the conclusion of her singles race. Now, hopefully, they're happy down at the start. Brooks are attached.